Time.
Ready? Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the order the Village of Westchester Village Board meeting. It is Tuesday, December 12th, 2017. We're in the Village Boardroom. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. May we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stan, could we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Calcagno.
Present.
Trustee Celestino.
Present.
Trustee Miller.
Present.
Trustee Perry. Trustee Stecker. Trustee Yurkovich.
Present.
President Gattuso.
Present. All right, moving on to number 4, presentations. I don't believe there are any. Number 5, public comment. There is no one in the audience tonight who has attended the meeting. So we'll move right into our number 6, our consent agenda. Items A through F. A being approval of record of bills from 12/12/2017 in the amount not to exceed $1,060,000. Was it 60,000? What is that?
60,000.
$60,676.91. And B, the approval of the minutes from the November 28th Village Board, November 28th Committee of the Whole, November 28th Executive Session. And C, resolution approving the collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Westchester and the Metropolitan Alliance of Police of the Village of Westchester Patrol Chapter. D, a resolution regarding the retirement health care funding plan. And E, an ordinance amending the various sections of the Village Code in order to combine the Zoning Board of Appeals and the Plan Commission of the Village of Westchester. And F, an ordinance amending the section 185.8.1100 entitled Temporary Signs of Chapter 18.58 entitled Signs of the Signs of the Westchester Municipal Code. We need a motion and second.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by trustee Yurkovich, seconded by trustee Calcagno for the approval of the consent agenda. Roll call.
Trustee Calcagno.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Gattuso.
Aye. Motion carries. We'll move to number 7 to the active agenda. 8, an ordinance abating the 2017 tax levy for $3,500,000 for the Village of Westchester, Cook County, Illinois, taxable general obligation bonds from the motor fuel tax alternate revenue source for the Series 2010A bond.
Mr. President, if I may, if we could have an ordinance waiving the Committee of the Whole requirement for items A through F, one motion covering each of those items would suffice.
So can we,
To make that motion?
so we get a motion to waive the Committee of the Whole for items A through F on the active agenda?
So moved. Second.
Motion made by trustee Calcagno, seconded by trustee Celestino. Can we have a roll?
Please.
Trustee Calcagno.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Gattuso.
Aye. Motion carries. Now, on the second one, we need on the motion for the original item 8.
So moved. Second. Or, no, sorry.
Ladies first. Motion made by trustee Yurkovich, seconded by trustee Miller. Can we have a roll, please?
Trustee Calcagno.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Gattuso.
Aye. Letter B, an ordinance abating the 2017 tax levy for the amount of $1,610,000 for the Village of Westchester, Cook County, Illinois, taxable general obligation bonds for the Water and Sewer Alternative Revenue Source, Series 2010B. We need a motion.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by trustee Yurkovich, seconded by trustee Calcagno. Any other discussion? If not, may we have a roll?
Trustee Calcagno.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Gattuso.
Aye. Letter C, an ordinance abating the 2017 tax levy for $5,800,000 for the Village of Westchester, Cook County, Illinois, Taxable general obligation bond, general obligation bonds, sales tax alternative revenue source for a Series 2013. We need a motion and second for this.
So moved.
Motion made by trustee Miller, seconded by trustee Calcagno. Any other discussion? If not, may we have a roll?
Trustee Calcagno.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Katuso.
Aye. Letter D, an ordinance abating 2017 tax levy for $2,200,000 in the village of Westchester, Cook County, Illinois, for taxable general obligation bonds of sales tax alternative revenue source for Series 2015. We'll need a motion for this one.
So moved.
Second.
Made by trustee Celestino, seconded by trustee Miller. Okay, may we have a roll?
Trustee Calcagno.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Katuso.
Aye. Letter E, a resolution directing the Cook County Clerk to calculate separate limit rates for a tax levy of the Village of Westchester, Illinois, for 2017 tax levy year. This one is to separate the library from us, so.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Yurkovich, seconded by trustee Miller. And this roll?
Trustee Calcagno.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Katuso.
Aye. And letter F, a motion to receive file a resolution approving a statement of the amount of money it will be necessary to levy for the library purpose for the financial year ending April 30th, 2019, in the annual village tax levy ordinance. This is for $1,266,500.
That is
That's what they're levying.
their levy, okay.
Yeah, they actually adopted this after we adopted our tax levy ordinance, so. But this was the correct amount that we included in our tax levy ordinance, so.
Right.
So moved.
Second,
Motion made by trustee Yurkovich, seconded by trustee Celestino or Calcagno? Calcagno. Okay. Roll?
Trustee Calcagno.
aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
President Katuso.
Aye. All right, moving down. Manager's report. Jay, anything?
So at the end of the report is the Westchester Municipal Conference is going to do a legislative breakfast February 17th at Elmcrest Banquet in Elmwood Park. If anybody's interested, please let Melissa know. The other Melissa, not this Melissa. And we'll put a group together on behalf of the village of Westchester.
Thank you.
All
Steve?
trustees are invited.
Steve and Jimmy, what do you got for us? All good?
All those guys did a great job the other night. Could have been a disaster. I lost a couple houses. They did a really good job.
Guys did a great job, and everybody, very proud of everyone up there. So, and nobody got hurt, and that's the main thing of everything. Greg, anything? Robert?
We had a bid opening this morning for the Sunnyside Sewer Project. There were 9 bidders, very tight, close bidding. This will appear on the January 9th board meeting.
On the committee of the whole, right? Okay. Melissa, anything other than your report? Thank you. Board members, anybody?
No, sir, thank you.
Just a reminder, I know this is on a Friday during a workday, but if anybody could possibly make it, it was the, yeah, I know, Stan, you're gonna be going to the District 209
Yeah.
breakfast.
I called them today, and they're extending the deadline till tomorrow for us. So if anybody's interested in going, let me know, and I'll put our names in.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna be sharing their strategic plans, you know, for the next 3 years going forward, that the district is, you know, trying to,
This Friday from 9 to 11,
yeah.
the address is on the handout.
Yeah, so if anybody can make it, yeah, please.
Let me know, and I'll
I'm already,
you already called in?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town, but I wanted to welcome our Public Works Director back. I'm glad to see you here, Robert, and also extend holiday greetings to everyone.
Thank you, Sherby. Anyone else?
I got a question. Melissa, have you heard from Hampton Inn about their project? I know that was a question last meeting.
They were supposed to submit
Can you touch base with them and see if there's a holdup on our end or what's going on, so we, you know, try to push it along as.
They said they were gonna, I think of the email, if I saw the trail right, it was sometime in December they were gonna, but I think it's past their deadline, December 5th or something, I don't know, I thought,
Well, I just don't want this to.
agree.
They said around December 13th, so right around now.
All right.
That they would be submitting plans or just kind of,
So they'd be submitting revised plans.
Maybe touch base with them, see if they need anything or see what's going on. All right, thanks.
Also under mine, I met with the people from Avondale and just to say hello, they were here on Saturday, and I came in to grab some paperwork and stuff, so I said hello and talked to them and got their feelings about what's going on. One of their concerns was when they do in these subdivisions, when they do driveways and stuff, that way we permit things, we permit in each individual address. Where they were saying, why couldn't we get a blanket permit for the whole subdivision when we do our driveways? So I said I would bring it up at tonight's meeting and see what the reasons are. I feel that each individual address is a burden to keep paperwork on and do all this. And I think that maybe if we look at it in a different way, and Melissa, maybe you can help me in understanding why we do each individual one. And hopefully maybe we can come up with a happy medium so when these subdivisions do these things, since we're growing in subdivisions in town, that we might be able to just give them one permit fee for the, whatever, it's 1% of the job or whatever it would be. So I'm not sure how it's changed or it's evolved. Can you help me on this?
Yeah, usually if they're applying for a permit where it's subdivision wide, we usually will look at the entire project. We won't make them come and pull separate permits for each individual address.
The contractor and the homeowners association instructed allegedly by another that they have to do individual.
Right.
Oh, I can follow up, but in the past, when it, like, if there's like a big siding project or a big roofing project that's in a subdivision and it's the same contractor and they're doing it for the entire subdivision, usually we will just do it at 1% of the cost of the job, and then we'll just charge for the inspection.
this would be if the association is applying for the permit. So it's not some individuals coming in applying for their own.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Right.
So that's what they were telling me. They said they had to pay for each individual permit. That's what they paid for. It's the Avondale Group. So if you want to look that up and see if that was the case, I still feel that 1% would be a fine ordeal to do across the board, because we have a number of subdivisions that are out there that this would make the process easier, less cumbersome, and they wouldn't have to come up with, they're basically almost the same size driveway on every one. Maybe the end ones are a little bigger here and there, but I feel that it would simplify the process,
Yeah, it would be easier for us too to just issue one permit as opposed to
Thank you.
50 separate ones.
And I know we had a
Absolutely.
conversation, that we can share with the board, that as part of my observation, your observation as the board president, that sometimes we're becoming a little bit, I want to use the word picky on some of these permit issues. For example, if I'm doing my kitchen, and I'm going to Home Depot and I'm buying just new kitchen cabinets and new countertop, we're asking that person for a permit, so he's not changing fixtures, he's not doing anything, he's just putting new cabinets in, and everything else stays the same. We're charging him the permit. And then what makes it worse, of course, in that scenario is if I'm do-it-yourselfer, I'm doing it myself, and I wasn't smart enough to apply for a permit, and then later I was told I needed one. So it's $350 for that permit, it's $350 because he applied, so it's $700. So we're hitting these people a little hard. So we talked about maybe over the course after the first of the year, Melissa will put together kind of a permit review, and we'll figure out where we're at on some of those permits, and bring it back to the community as a whole for some recommendations.
Right, because that's happened a couple of times already around town. The residents have said that they didn't do anything. So I agree, and we, like I said, Jane, we had this conversation.
When there's no change in fixtures, kind of allow it to stay, but it's a matter of, you'll find that. And there's also the side of, if your permit fee is too high, that creates basically a permits more reasonable, believe it or not, more people then will come to the village and apply for permits.
And if you're not doing structural or,
Understand the process.
you know, rough electrical and plumbing and stuff like that, what's the,
Right now, currently, you're.
$350.
no, I'm saying, but what's the sense of, you know, we're not gonna go look at how they hung their cabinets.
But right now, you're required a permit.
Currently,
Yeah.
the village.
So you've got to get a permit, and if you didn't get it and you started it, and they came and red tagged you, it's $700. So that's the thing.
Yeah, it's something for us to look at as we go forward.
So, everybody agree?
Yep.
All right, perfect. And Michael, anything from you?
Just briefly, the one item that we had on the consent agenda, the resolution enacting the healthcare funding plan, that was for the police department. I was contacted by Joel Babbitt of IPPFA, the agency, the third-party administrator of this, and he indicated that the firefighters have chosen to switch from Nationwide to, is it Transamerica, Chief? So you'll see that on a future agenda. They just had a meeting, was it late last week? I got a call from Joel Babbitt on Monday, so, yesterday, so you'll see that.
Having problems over there?
That won't incur any additional fees.
Okay.
Steve, you need a basket?
Oh. On that note, we need a motion to
So
adjourn.
moved.
Second.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
that's for the cow.
That's for the cow. Motion to adjourn the regular board meeting. Who made it?
Me.
Tom, seconded by Angelo, okay?
Trustee Calcagno.
We can vote
Acclamation?
by acclamation, yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. All right, thank you.